There are a lot of different ways to construct a pair of dress shoes. The most famous is probably Goodyear welted, but there's also Blake constructed, Rapid constructed, cement constructed, which means the shoe is glued together. It's a pretty fancy way to say that, but that's the worst way to make a shoe. The way I like to make my shoes is with what's called Goodyear welt constructing. That means that the shoe has a strip of leather that's called a welt that goes around the outside edge of the shoe, and that's sewn onto the outsole. And the welt is also attached to the insole so that there's no stitch that goes from the outside of the shoe right through to the inside of the shoe, which makes the shoes extremely water resistant and very, very durable. Between the insole and the outsole, there's a gap which is filled with cork, which breathes well, and it will take the shape of your foot as you wear the shoe, so the shoe will become more comfortable over time as it's worn. Another benefit of Goodyear welt construction is that any decent shoemaker can remove the sole off the welt and stitch a new sole onto the welt, and the shoes could be repaired to be almost like new for many, many times for many years. The way I design these shoes is with a channeled stitch, so you can't see the stitch on the bottom. It means the craftsman who's making the shoe takes a knife and slices around the edge of the sole, stitches it through the welt and through the sole, and then closes it up and finishes the sole. The welt finishes right over here on the edge, and the edge over here is made narrow to give it a really pretty shape, but it also is thick in the middle. It's called a beveled waist, and that gives it extra strength so that you can have this narrow shape, but the shoe maintains its integrity.